Hello, and a warm welcome to Conny Decorates today. And of course, we're doing it with heart and passion. That's right here with us. Today, out on the terrace, we've made the hanging decoration for our entrance, and we're really looking forward to it. We've adapted it a little bit, giving it a slightly maritime touch, I'd say, with the little seashells here, but still very natural. And dear friends, if you want to know how this truly natural and simple planting works, stay tuned, because we're going to show you now. And this is the base. You probably already know it, or at least those of you who have watched our videos before. We use it again and again, a hanging heart like this. Just take a look and see if you have a hanging object like this, but it really doesn't matter if you don't. Not at all. Of course, you can use any planter you have, or maybe even a wire basket. That way you can also decorate the sides a little bit. For the base of the plants here, I use this beautiful Edelweiss. I love Edelweiss and thought it was fantastic that I was able to get one. I just love it, this white with these shades of green, and especially here with the blue fescue with this ornamental grass. It's just fantastic. I also have a few succulents that are in these kinds of tones where those colors really dominate. I think that fits in really well too. I also have some other succulents. I'll just see how we can fit them in here. What I have is, I have another one of those coconut fabrics, so a coconut mat that I can cut to size, a hot glue device, of course, a hot glue gun, and a few shells. And I'd say, let's get started. This is really cool. These coconut mats are also hand-woven fabric. It's truly fantastic and exceptionally versatile for any type of garden, for any outdoor terrace area, and for any kind of planting endeavor, because it is genuinely and completely a natural, wonderfully beneficial base. And I had already placed something in here previously, but I carefully took it out because it had been residing in there for quite a while and didn't completely and effectively seal the sides. And now I'm just going to cut off a nice piece in advance. Cut it a little bigger, because when you press it in, it often happens that especially up here at the top, there's still a bit of a gap. And where it doesn't seal completely, especially if you're putting soil in there, then it's ideal if it goes nice and high up so the edge is nicely closed off. And now I'm just going to press the fabric in here like this. I'll take the scissors and even out the upper edge a bit. Just quickly and carefully trim the higher edges of the material. It's better to leave a little more sticking up at the top. You can always trim and adjust it a bit more later. And now you can use something pointed. For example, I have my scissors here, and I'm just gonna, let me show you real quick, make a small hole in it. Of course, you can also use a knife or whatever else you have. As I said, I'm just gonna cut a hole in here first. Then I'll take my succulents out of the pot. Also, I'll see how I can separate them, like how many shoots I have. This one here is quite large, and there's a small offshoot attached. I perform this task with great care and precision, meticulously ensuring that I utilize a sturdy hairpin right here, and I diligently verify that I am indeed positioning the hairpin securely within the innermost area. By employing this careful method, my delicate succulents are already firmly fixed in their designated places well in advance. I have gently pushed the hairpin completely through from the top surface and have roughly, yet effectively, checked its stability and proper placement. I'll show you that in a moment with the other plant where it gets a bit fleshier. There you can go in carefully. It doesn't harm the succulent, and I just poked it through from the top. And now it's really firmly in place. So now nothing can really happen. And now I show you here, I just turn it around like this. Beautiful. And now with careful precision and a steady hand, I'll just fix the other succulent in precisely the same meticulous way, positioning it over here on the opposite side of the arrangement. Now I am diligently making another perfectly sized hole, carefully and gently pushing the succulent through the prepared open, specifically ensuring the pattern clamp is securely in place and properly aligned. And now I'll go through this entire process here once beforehand just to ensure everything is perfectly set up and ready. And then I will thoroughly check the placement and stability, and it's wonderfully and reassuringly secure. If, however, you feel it's not entirely secure or perhaps a little loose, then please don't hesitate for a moment. Simply poke it through again, perhaps with a bit more firmness, and carefully observe where you can find a truly good, yes, indeed, a perfectly good and stable spot for it to thrive. That way it's really stable and secure. I've now found a whole bunch of small pots with succulents. And since this goes so quickly and it's wonderful, I thought, why not add some more to the sides as well? That way I get another beautiful shade of green in our hanging arrangement. The succulents are in. What I do now is I always take the moss that we used for decorating, and whenever we redecorate, I put it in my bowls, in my containers. And this moss is, of course, a wonderful water provider. So now I'm going to lay it out here completely again. Just loosely place it into the pot like this, allowing it to settle gently. And then I very carefully and meticulously begin to break up the roots here, ensuring they are separated and can spread out effectively within the new soil. From our Edelweiss, I'll now nicely plant it here in the container, and the blue fescue as well. It's already a bit tight here now since I also have the moss inside, but I can still fit it in perfectly. Put it in, nice and loose, press it down, and then you can fill the gaps nicely with soil. I don't need much more here, so don't be surprised, there's always a lot at the bottom. Micha keeps cleaning it up, but she just doesn't want to leave the spot. Now again with moss. Yes, she just loves it. And of course it'll be cleaned off again right away. Now I've also lined everything up here on top of it with moss. And now if you'd like to give it a maritime touch, you can of course use this great base. Or with this foundation, you can use this coconut fiber to beautifully decorate it with shells or snails. And let me see, I think this time I'll use a few snails. And now I'll just glue them on here and there. And we're done here at the front in our hallway. Our new hanging decoration is up. It also goes really well with the other plant containers. And yes, dear friends, we really hope that we were able to inspire you with this natural planting. And of course, we're always happy to hear from you, even though at the moment we can't always respond to comments as much as we'd like due to time constraints. But we do read all of them and we appreciate every single one. And we're happy about that and about every thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to us yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Of course, it's free. So, dear friends, we are sending you a big hug. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for diligently watching our videos. Stay very healthy. See you soon. Yours, Conny, and yours, Micha, your cameraman. Exactly. See you then, dear friends. Bye.